All right, hey y'all, what's going on? It's your man Big Rich, and we are back again with y'all this week. Say we got a hot show, got some special guests on the panel this evening. Say we are live at New Well Live TV channel studio. That's right here in Dallas, Texas. All right, so I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves.
Hey y'all, I'm your girl Crystal Love.
I'm Kamsha Sheffield with Mercy Me Too Transitional Services / handling account.
Thomas G. Jones, the judge here in Dallas, in Precinct 1 placement, where I shared the office with the building with Constable Tracy Miller,
Right.
and Judge with Mr. Next.
Right.
Precinct 1 place 2. I am number one.
You know.
You are the greatest is Dr. Renee.
All right, say y'all, we got a hot show. Say we're gonna talk to Judge Jones. We're gonna talk to counsel about what she got going on with the transitional homes and what she's doing with support with the Candles in the Cause. She's also going to be a vendor at our event July 11th. Judge Jones is going to be a speaker at our event July 11th. Still going to speak, ain't you?
If you tell
Yeah. All right, we're going to talk about something. All right, so y'all know how I start. We do not endorse or oppose any particular method of recovery or spiritual path. We simply share the programs and principles that have changed our lives. We're not here to debate, judge, or claim to have all the answers. We are not against the church, religion, or anyone's personal beliefs. Our purpose is simple: to share our strength, our experience, and our hope so others can find encouragement, growth, and a new way of life. I want to talk about, been saying this a lot online, and it's been going on, this Black excellence. And you know, when we say Black excellence, they always showing football players, rappers, actors, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't jumping on y'all, y'all don't den. But when we look at other cultures, and they talk about the excellence in other races, other cultures, you don't see that, right? Why is it in our culture, you know, Black excellence is in front of the camera, in front of the mic, throwing a ball, telling a joke, singing a song? You know, I mean, we hear more about, and ain't nothing wrong. And I'm saying it's not equal. You know, and I say that about how rap used to be in the first day. Yeah, it was NWA, but we had Public Enemy, we had Queen Latifah, we had Guru, and we had, you know, the Educated. We had, you know, so you had a choice. Now everything is just mess. I'm gonna just call it what it is, mess. To me, that's just my opinion. My opinion. So when we look at Black excellence, are there any other areas in our culture with our race that we can say, hey, this is Black excellence? I mean, yeah, playing ball is good. Being a famous actor is good. But is that really Black excellence?
For me, Black excellence is our males being in a leadership role and becoming the leaders that we were meant to be. Okay. Whether it's leading your home, leading your community, or leading just your network, just being a leader, period, or leading your wife.
I think Black excellence for me goes a little deeper. I like what you said, but I think it goes a little deeper for me because, you know, I think everybody in this room is Black excellence. You know what I'm saying? I definitely consider myself as Black excellence. And I think for me, it goes more than just gender, male or female, because I have some really strong Black women in my life that I look up to, and they're younger than me, right? So I have a niece that's that's going to veterinary school. You know what I'm saying? To be a doctor, the first doctor in our family. Black excellence. I have another niece that can take your hair, look like you on the runway, and can do your makeup. That can make your husband look at you as you're walking down the aisle and say, "Wow." You know what I'm saying? That do magic with with their hands. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself a Black as Black excellence now, you know, because I'm a person that then dropped out of school, went back to school, became an author, staying clean, and, you know, all the things that I'm accomplishing in my life That's Black excellence. It goes way
Exactly.
more than just throwing a football or
Yes.
twerking on the stage in front of thousands of people. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Come on, Jude.
Are you ready?
No, you ain't got nothing to say.
I'm working on being excellent. I'm already black.
You are
I'm working on it. No, it's what we are exposed to. And we let our children, our grandchildren, listen to all of the trash, mess that's on TV, the radio, and then we expect them to excel.
Right.
That's going to be different.
Mhm.
Malcolm X, talk about how we look at ourselves. And Malcolm said, "Who told you that your hurt was not?
Mm-hmm.
Who told you that you're not good looking?
Mhm.
We're listening to others." But they said, if you train up a child in the way that he or she should go, then when they get older, they won't depart. We don't spend, I shouldn't say, in many of our families, not all of our families, in many of our families, we don't spend time with our children. And our children happen to be our future.
Mhm.
And we need to be getting them ready for the future.
That's right, Judge.
Like it or not, we're going to pass off the seed. And do we ever think about how great Black people are? I read somewhere in a book, and where somebody said, "I called my son out of Egypt." And you know where Egypt is?
Mm-hmm.
It's in Africa.
Right.
And I say that if God thought enough of his son for them to go into Egypt, and he called them out of Egypt, he sent them to Egypt, so there they can learn,
Mm-hmm.
build a pyramid, navigated the Euphrates River.
Mm-hmm.
Black people did that. And if we knew more about history,
Mhm.
then we'd feel better about our
Yes.
you
Yeah.
know, and we listen. And those of us sitting here now, we didn't get here on our own.
Mhm.
And I heard the young ladies over here talking about how the role that God played in their life. And I think each one of us have a story to tell.
Right.
Had it not been for
Mhm.
the love of God,
Mhm.
we wouldn't be here.
Mhm.
Had it not been for the inspirations that we get out of serving the true living God, we wouldn't be here.
Mhm.
We were not here about being here.
Yeah.
But it's the love of God
No, that's right.
that got us to where we are today. And don't take us from.
And we're gonna take us back. Right.
Well, I definitely I feel like it's overrated and overstated. And one, I feel like that because who are we to label what Black excellence is? Who are we to label that, right? God created all of us in the image of his likeness.
Mhm.
So I think Black excellence is now viewed as a competition. It's a race where you feel like you have to have a title, you have to have a purpose, you have to have a meaning. But you were born and bestowed with all of that before you even entered the womb of your mother, right? Everybody doesn't get a chance to sit on the stage. Everybody doesn't get a chance to get in the game. Everybody doesn't get a chance to work in corporate. Everybody doesn't get a chance. But I think society puts stipulations on what Black excellence is because you only celebrate certain type of people.
The celebration.
A party is a party.
Mhm.
And I feel like a party ain't a party till I walk in. I feel like a party ain't a party till I walk in. So I don't look at what everybody else is doing, and I don't try to compare myself to what society say is top rated or low rated. I'm rated.
Mhm.
I am who God says that I am.
Mhm.
I am created by the maker. So at the end of the day, you can do what you do all day long. My race is my race, right? And so I'm going to get to my celebration when I'm supposed to get to my celebration.
Yeah, like that.
Once we get into the mindset that Black excellence is not what people are making it, it's how the people are making it. We're making it. This is Black excellence.
I know that's right.
This
Mhm.
is Black excellence.
Mhm.
So no matter what it look like,
Mhm.
get ready for what it's
I
getting
know
ready
that's
to
right.
look like.
Yes.
And I agree with that. I think the problem comes in is the message. You know, it's the mess, not getting the message, getting the mess. And whatever arena somebody succeeds in, right? What message are you giving? Right? What message are you giving? Right? So when we say black excellence, you know, it might just be excellent. Hell, did I finish high school? You know, that was with the information I had, right? It was just excellent that I finished high school, right?
Mhm.
Anything other than that was, hey, man, that's amazing.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That's just, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And I think Judge hit on it. You know, we have been denied the knowledge of our history, right? And our ancestors and our predecessors and forefathers, they just went on the best information that they had.
Yeah.
Now you see all the time, man, black people did this, black people did it. And the few people who may have known about, just for example, that Beethoven was black. Well, like Beethoven was white. No, Beethoven was black. You know, just stuff like that. So we had this black man to look at. Beethoven was black. He
She
was
like,
black.
you know that?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
And so we don't have the information. You know, I think about, I'm not as old as you, Judge, but I mean, when I looked up, it was only white characters on. It was only white characters on TV. You know, I mean, my favorite hero growing up was $6 Million Man. I love Lee Major. You know,
I love Lucy.
you know, and the only black stars that we saw were the pimps. You know, the black exploitation film. You know,
Man.
Rudy Ray Moore. We love those movies. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, the Mac. You know, Superfly, all that stuff.
Good time.
Good times. You know, my mother did not like good
I
times.
love good
My
time.
mother, let me tell you why.
I
So
watch
you
the
said
rerun
that.
still.
My mother didn't like good times because she used to say,
We betrayed black people.
no, she said Florida Evans was too poor to be honest. You know, and when I look at that now, and I look at how I go, oh, that's right. Come on, we had to hustle. I know we did. I don't know about nobody else. We had to hustle. So black excellence. You know, I feel like I'm black excellence.
Yes, you definitely.
Yes, I do. Do I want to go further?
Yes.
Yes, I do. Do
Yes.
I want to change the narrative? Yes, I do. That's what I'm doing now, trying to change the narrative, right? Because when other cultures do it, it's promoting their culture.
Mhm.
I don't know if y'all seen this is a big thing with NDRE and the other girl, the rapper girl. And NDRE came on and said, hey, man, it's sad that this booty shaking music with the catchy beat is speaking for our culture.
Yeah, I seen it on TikTok.
And everybody's just blowing up at her. And that is.
Mhm.
And there's nothing wrong with that girl, but there's nothing else to look at. You know, so who is going to be the excellent person to say, hey, let's give our kids, our youth, something else to look at instead of saying, hey, this is what the masses want. You're not going to get a record deal. You're not going to get a TV deal unless it's something degrading or debasing to our culture.
Is there nothing wrong with it though? Because I see where the mother and the daughter is doing it on videos. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I have 2 small grandkids, right? 2 small granddaughters.
Mm-hmm.
I've changed the way I do things on TikTok. If you haven't been following me, you will see some of the TikToks I don't do no more. For one, I was called out by a mother at church. And secondly, I have granddaughters. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want my granddaughters doing the exact same things that they see their young grandmother doing. You know what I'm saying? So is it okay for that? Because like when I see the little girl doing the same thing her mama doing and her mama is doing it, I don't think that's okay because it's perverts that watch this and watch our kids
Well,
do this.
I'm saying it's okay in a sense.
Oh.
Everybody has a right to do what they. I'm saying it's okay for me. You know, you want to shake booty or you want to read the Bible. It's so either one.
But who's gonna be strong enough to say it's not okay because God said it's not okay? I understand that we supposed want to be accepted to everything because of TV, scared to get canceled and all this kind of stuff. But who's gonna speak for God? Who's gonna say, I understand that the world told us it was okay, but baby, it's not okay because God said it's not okay. It's your choice, yes. But let me tell you the truth, and the truth is, it's not okay.
And
Who's gonna be strong enough to say that? Who's gonna be bold enough to say that?
well, I think the problem with that
You
is
said with authority.
that there is no one way of Christianity.
But it's one way.
No, listen, you right.
It's
There's
only
no-
one
there-
way.
you know, this is a whole nother conversation. But there is no one way of Christianity. Yes, one Bible. And what we have is people misinterpreting, not interpreting for their benefit, right? So, right, if I'm Methodist, the Baptists ain't trying to hear me.
Right.
If I'm Baptist, the Presbyterian ain't trying to hear me. And sure enough, if we're gonna bring Catholicism into it, that's so it's not one.
God asked for one thing, and that's to be holy. For I am holy. He does not care if it's Baptist, if it's Pentecostal, whatever.
I understand that,
Just
but I'm
be-
saying that that's not what we're doing on this earth. I understand what you're saying, and that's your
Yeah.
and that's your identity with your Christianity and your belief. But we know around the world, everybody don't
Right.
feel like that. That's all I'm saying. I agree with what you're saying. Come on, Judge.
Now I'm gonna ask you, okay, if we disagree with the whole,
Yeah, you can disagree with me. Yeah. It's all nice. Disagreeing with me. I don't know everything.
You gonna put me in the middle?
Hold on, Judge. Hold on. We're gonna get you right after the break. We're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back.
The first one. So she had seen me coming before, right? She seen me coming before. She already knew that when I first joined recovery. And then I got baptized. She said, "Oh Lord,
Here we go.
either you're gonna go one way or the other way." Right? Because most times when hold on, Judge.
All right.
Hey y'all, welcome back, welcome in. Here's our host, Big Rich.
Well, look here. My fault. Crystal, I done got excited over. I'm waiting on Judge Jones. Judge Jones, before we left for break, you were getting ready to disagree with me. Come on your final appearance on the show. Come on.
You'll be back. You'll be back.
Come on, y'all.
No, I think for clarification, there's only one way for Christianity, but there are different denominations. I think that's the point that I want to make. Christianity is but one way. That's Jesus Christ. Not one way. Now God saw fit to let us get involved, let mankind get involved. We have all these denominations, like Catholic, Methodist, Baptist, United Methodist.
Mhm.
I mean, you go down to this, but there's only one way to Christianity. That's Jesus Christ.
Okay. So we're gonna have a whole nother show about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying. Come on, Dr. Renee.
She's going to agree with me.
I'm the peacemaker over here. Who want
No
no
lesson
smoke?
about the peacemakers.
Who want no smoke? I mean, everybody has a valid point. Okay, it's no right, it's no wrong. But here's what we have to understand: when we start trying to represent what God requires in understanding, for one, we need to understand that God is not the author of confusion. Okay, He's not. For two, we need to understand that He said, "Come from amongst them." Okay. For three, He also said, "Judge not, lest ye be judged." So when we look at what the world is doing, it is our responsibility to walk boldly. I'm not going to argue the word of God. I'm going to stand on it.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a difference.
That's it.
I don't have to change your mind. I just got to change your perspective. Because if you see me in the light, you will come out of the darkness. You can get on TikTok, you can get on Facebook, you can get on whatever you want to get on. Because 9 times out of 10, the people y'all see in front of those cameras are not really who they are. Somebody's trying to make $1 out of 50 cents. 50 out of 50 cents. Somebody trying to make $1.
Right.
So everybody is selling themselves out because
Yes.
you're no longer taking in the mindset that this ain't my hustle, but this is now again we're back at the black
Excellence. Yep.
We're competing.
Mm-hmm.
I want my TikTok to get more ratings than you. I want to have more followers than you. I want to be such and such this. I want to be such. But if you wait on God's timing, you'll be who God is calling you to be. He'll create the black excellence.
Yes, He will. In you.
We struggle with it because we keep trying to create it.
Again.
And when we get in the way of God, we mess things up.
Right.
We messed it up. So now it's a matter of, are you living by the fruit that you're speaking? Are you living by the fruit that you're speaking? That's black excellence.
And
Now that's the perfect example of black
I
excellence.
think
The
it
fruit
goes
sugar.
it goes with we tend to live how we believe.
That's right.
So whatever I believe in, I'm gonna be
That's
living it,
what you're gonna represent.
right? Until what in our fellowship, we say till the pain get great. We say you will surely change. But before the pain, sometimes I might just age out of it. I done got too old. Or I done got too tired to do it, right?
Yeah.
But definitely there's some pain in there somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So and I know everybody has their own outlook, and I that's why I want to, because that's just a whole different show. We talk about Christianity and God, and I know everything I can safely say we're all believers. How we believe may be different.
Different, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was saying that's a because I know I.
They done
Oh,
told me.
Bishop, you know, Saturday was the 4th of July. And we have this problem in our community since I've been here with the corner takeovers of the fire.
I'm gonna say they ran the police out.
So, and my mom would let us do that. So I never did that. So I can't say what no, like these kids are doing today. I mean, that was fire. You know, somebody bought
Block
it.
the street.
But blocking streets,
Oh.
taking over whole corners.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's the kids see that as fun or they can now you can put it on live on Facebook and then people are going down the street, filming it, you know, and stuff like that. So what is it? First of all, who buying these fireworks? And it's always the poorest neighborhoods. You know, who buying them?
What are
What parents? Who's buying them to let these kids? When I say kids, I'm talking about 17 and under.
And it's
And
against
then-
the law.
And then it's grown folks too. But who is buying fireworks? I want to know who is buying fireworks and putting them in children's hands and saying, "Go ahead."
Go break the law.
It's another tactical. It's another tactical. I want to be seen. I want to be the one that people see doing something, and so everybody else can follow the trend of what I'm doing. This is all collaborated in thought. You got people who literally save up money just for fireworks. Like they have an account, but just for fireworks, they will go and spend $500 to $1,000.
On fireworks.
Light bill due, rent due. They're gonna be in your court next week. Don't worry about it.
Mhm.
They'll do all of that.
Don't worry.
They'll starve their kids. They'll do all of that just to get in the middle of the street in the neighborhood and look hood rich. Just to say, I'm gonna blow the neighborhood up and we about to make it big. We're gonna be on TV, but no, you're gonna be on First 48 because the minute you pop the wrong firecracker and it blow up in your face, here come the ambulance, the police,
Because it happens every year.
the coroner, and
Injuries
everybody
happen
else.
every
And
year.
then everybody is standing around saying, it didn't even take all that.
Injuries happen every
It didn't even take all
But they was
that.
watching.
But they was
But they
watching.
was watching. But isn't that the same? You could say that for every American holiday. It's built for us to spend our money. So we won't have money to stack on and put on something else that we need, like the land that we need, the acres that we need, the stuff we really need to be thinking about. They want us to spend our money on Christmas, on this holiday, that holiday. And sad to say, we the ones that spend all the money.
And I want to touch on that. That's a good point.
Mhm.
But come on, Judge. I want to hear you and Crystal on fireworks issue. If you got something to say on that.
If you will allow me to tie it in, not just with the
Yeah.
fireworks. Believe it or not, when I go to the barber shop once a week, we probably say, "Wow,
Go once a week.
It's so fun.
Why?
That's all that.
The line up.
Yeah, you hit line up, Judge.
I go into the barber shop
Mm-hmm.
and I see little kid, maybe three years old, but mom, many of them, most of them are mom, not the dad. Kid, you got the plaits hanging down, skinhead. And I said, that little 3-year-old kid should not be able to dictate what type of haircut they get. One of the points that I am attempting to make, they're buying fireworks for the kids. Kids don't work,
Mm-hmm.
but they get the money, or mom and dad, they go and buy the fireworks for them and give them to them.
Mhm.
I was afraid to go to bed the other night. I mean, fireworks going off all around our house. I said, what in the world is going on? It's the parent or the adult. It's the adult that's in the family. Trying to be a friend
Cool.
Mhm.
with the children.
Mhm.
Or to be cool with the children. They want to be accepted by their own children.
Mhm.
And I can tell you, we don't have enough time. I come from a broken family.
Mhm.
My birth mother put me out when I was about 17, 18, coming out of Mountain High School.
Mhm.
Because I did not respect what the law said. My stepfather, that's my dad. And my dad didn't put me out, mama did.
Mhm.
He said, boy, if you can't respect your dad, you can't stay here.
Yeah.
And she put me out. I graduated from master when I got kicked out of the house.
Mhm.
And you don't have many, and I didn't appreciate it
Mm-hmm.
then, but
Yeah.
I do now. But we don't have many parents that's trying to parent the children.
Right.
They want to be, like, they want to be cool with you, want to be accepted by them, but they won't point them in the right direction. Say, hey, I tell my grandson, put him in, I'll tell him, man, we live in America. Police stop you, assume the position.
Yeah.
Both hands on the stern wheel, yes sir, no sir.
Mhm.
Or you ought to be able to live to tell the story.
Mhm.
Than to be laying up in a casket and somebody tell them trying to kill.
Yeah.
What happened? Yeah.
But,
Well,
but black excellence really is in terms of in our community.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear everyone here that's talking about Jesus Christ. In our community, the newest building that's going up in our community is a car wash on the church.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're trying to wash.
Yeah.
uh,
You know what they on?
they just put a new one down the street for me. But they try to wash their fingers off the car.
Yeah, they don't get you in the
Probably
church,
put that
they
in the
get
car.
you in the
Mhm.
car. Yeah. But we got, those of us that's here now, we got to lay the foundation
Yes,
for our young people.
that's the boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't do that, then we as a people, we don't have a future. If you go now to any restaurant, I know some of us go out to eat, Hispanics don't have a problem in hiring Hispanics. But we go to the few black
My people,
restaurants that we have,
Mm-hmm.
no, we gotta be fair. We gotta hire everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to take care of them first.
Mhm.
I read somewhere that charity begins at home,
Mm-hmm.
and we got to support our own black business,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And but we don't do that.
Mm-mm.
And the future is coming, whether you ready for it or not.
Yeah.
Right.
The word is coming, whether you're ready for it.
Yes.
Well, he sure right about that because we went to hibachi yesterday and I seen only one white person working in hibachi and all the rest of them was the same kind. The Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese. So you sure right about that. But you know, I just think I agree with everything about everybody said, first of all. But I really think that it's sad because, you know, for one, it's pollution. Ain't nobody going up after themselves picking up all that stuff in the street. Right now it's still pop firecrackers and all they wrappings in the middle of the street. Got the neighborhood looking more regular than what it already is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's for one. For two, you got the daughter that's in her 20s, maybe late 20s. You got the mother that's in her late 40s, almost 50. Then you got the grandmother that's in her 60s, not even yet 60s.
Mhm.
So that right there is a young generation, right? That's a young generation. And you got it's the younger people, right? Because social media has taken over and everybody wants that one viral video.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can get my baby to pop this light this firecracker, one of those long things that, and I can catch that on, maybe I can go viral with this one video because everybody want to go viral. Because I worked the 4th of July. Most 4th of July I work following a work day. So I'm at work watching all of this crazy stuff on social media, right? Because everybody wanna go viral. Instead of, because although it's illegal, and it's illegal to pop individual firecrackers, but you can take your family. The smartest thing to do is to take your family somewhere
Mm-hmm.
that they have a fireworks show, right? And watch fireworks beautifully pop off and mingle and get to know the person sitting next to you and buy some truck food, you know, and just have a good old time. Let the kids play in sprinklers and hear some live music and just have a good old time. And most of those things be free. And that's the thing of it. Most of those things be free, but yet and still, we would rather go take, like you said, Dr. Renee, our hard-working money, right? And go far out to buy the fireworks, because you ain't gonna find a fireworks stand right here. You gotta go far out to buy the fireworks and buy a ton of them. And then every time you see a light come down the street, is that him?
Mhm.
You're ducking and dodging
Right.
because you know you ain't got no business popping them. And you think the headlock is the police.
Trouble bud.
And that is just not fun to me. Now, have it been fun to me before? Yes, but I just ain't never been a real fan of popping the firecrackers because I'm scary.
Mhm.
I don't know this thing. How much time do I got before it goes zip, bam? I just don't. It ain't never really been my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? And I feel bad for the little puppies, and I feel bad for the older people because the puppies and the older people are terrified
Mhm.
for fireworks and guns popping off at New Year's Eve. Pop, 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 pop. Why is we shooting it? I feel like we shooting at God and Jesus when we pop, 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 pop. I hate shooting in the air. We take one for the pop. I hate that. That is just stupid.
Yeah.
Because what goes up gotta come down.
Yeah. And it's
Straight bullets
incidents and incidents with that every year. I
every year.
want to say
It's ridiculous.
I want to say the mentality does change. If we look at our neighborhoods
Mindset.
that have been I'm from Oakland, right? I'm from Oakland, so I can look at some of the same neighborhoods since I've been a kid that have been poor neighborhoods all my life, right? Ain't got no better. And it was a guy on Facebook talking about those neighborhoods: 75241, 75216, with 272, whatever. Those neighborhoods
Yeah.
have been poverty stricken for years. So the mentality there, so everything new that's exciting or well, I'm gonna get black people spending money. And that's the thing. And one of the guys I listened to, John O'Brien, and his thing is financial literacy for black people. We have to be financially literate. You know, we have to be, because if I don't know no better, I'm not gonna do it about it. All I know is let me go work 8 hours extra overtime in the June so I can have $60 for fireworks the 4th of July. Or here come Labor Day coming up. I gotta have the beer and the grill going, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta have some so where do I go to get this information? Right? Because it's few and far between on social media. Or if it is on there, somebody charging for it. Right? Somebody charging for it. Well, pay $29, $59 to learn how to do this or learn how to do that. Well, you might well go to school. Go ahead.
But you asked the question, where do you go?
Mhm.
And I in one place you should be able to go.
Mhm.
It's the church house.
Yeah.
Where we are, as believers, we are called upon where people ought to want to look and say they want to be like us because of what we're doing, the way we treat one another as followers of Jesus Christ. You know,
Not just a fan, but a
yeah. And we're talking about all of the problems. What's the solution to it? Somebody has to lead the way. And we look at our community. I live right down the street. Pick up the trash and last.
Mhm.
They don't keep the tree trimmed.
Mhm.
You know, and those are things that my tax dollar
Mhm.
go. So we should be treated better. But we have to. What are we doing to improve our neighborhood?
Right.
And are we doing our part? And if it's, I don't think it's enough for us to just sit and talk about black excellence.
Right.
What are we going to do about it?
be a part of the solution.
And
Yeah.
I want to say, I heard, I think he's Bishop Noah Jones, I can't tell. And he said, what we do as people, we had these big old farmers, and we had these big old, hey, come listen to this, that's what we're going to do to improve our community. He said, what the other races do, they do the same. He said, but it ain't but a few people, and they not doing it in public. They having a meeting together, and they come out of the meeting and say, this is how we gonna change.
Action,
Yeah.
action.
They come to that, see, and that's what we don't
Action.
do with that. And this a whole nother show.
Again.
But that's the church house, bro.
No, it ain't.
And that's a whole nother show. Because Judge just said, I should have been able to go to church and get some kind of financial help. Not financial help, some literacy.
Yeah.
If I got a pastor or bishop or whoever that got doctor in front of his name, he should be able to,
Teach me how to-
something. If he don't went to somebody's school, right? Somebody, he ought to be able to get somebody coming around. Let me teach my parishioners
Mhm.
how to, and Bishop Noah Jones that. So he's saying, so the only Bentley in the parking lot ain't the pastors. There's 20 of them out there,
Mhm.
right? There's 20 of them out there.
Mhm.
Right. So,
Good, Richard.
and that's a whole nother show, cause y'all, I'll go down through that with
Mhm.
that. But, and I'm not against church. I'm not against church. I'm not against church or religion. I'm not against it. I think
But it be the
if
thing.
I'd have learned it a different way,
Yeah.
right? I think, and matter of fact, we have a guy who has a show on the channel. If we'd have learned the Bible historically,
Yep. Not Western.
historically,
Yeah.
before we learned it as this is the word of God, but and that's a whole nother show.
Correct,
That's a whole nother
correct.
show.
We got 5 new shows.
Yeah.
Oh,
But Richard, the good thing is you get to choose who leads you. You found you that pastor that have those programs in their churches because they do exist.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm only going on the.
Yeah,
I'm only
they
going to this
exist.
church.
They exist.
I'm only going to this church because grandmama went to this
I
church.
quit my church. Y'all know I used to rock my skirts when
Right.
I was there.
Right.
But I went to where I got support.
Right. And because I saw a need for myself, because what we just talked about, I either aged out, I got too tired, or the pain I was in got great,
Yeah.
and it wasn't working. So I had to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right. So and that's what I'm
That's
saying.
right.
You would enjoy church now. Now, church is the show.
I sure wouldn't
Not
enjoy
my
it.
church. I love my church.
And
Me, 2019 go in. We rock.
Proud of God. Prayer and praise service before the preacher takes the stage. It's not the pulpit anymore. It's the stage.
The stage.
And where they do the dance,
I'm sure.
stomping your feet, clapping your hand, and you're tired. You gotta sit down. But it's all there. Some of them even do the line dance
They do. And
in church,
And
in the church house,
Mhm.
in that field, because church is
in that building. Amen.
And so
Praise thing.
many about a month ago, I spoke to our pastor in the same loop. The next generation, the new gen. I said, you
Gen X.
you're promoting the young people, pushing those with the money.
Mhm.
You're not gonna be able to pay your bill.
Mhm. That's what happened. And before we get out of here, we went over a lot of things, and not to say by no means this solves something. I always say we try our best. We come on here. I always like to say give people a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Give people a different perspective, because at one point in my life, I thought I was gonna die after drug use. I knew I was gonna die an active drug user or spend the rest of my life in prison. And I don't say thank the Bible. I don't say thank the church. I don't say thank the pastor. I say thank God. Right? My understanding. Even before I got the understanding and continue to have to grow into an understanding I had. Right? And it was people. I believe God puts people
He does.
in our path.
You have your assignment.
Right. And I believe that, right? So, and even the people now, y'all now. You know what I'm saying? Cause Rich still think he know everything.
Sure.
I still, go in the house and want to control everything. And hey, why you got my socks on? That's my shirt. You ain't did this and all that. Why you ain't feed your dogs? And and sometimes I have to stop and say, I'm trying to run something. I'm trying to run something. But I will run something though, bro. Say,
The vacuum cleaner.
you want to take it out of the house.
Because you ain't never used it. You gonna bring it.
I said, man, I want to take the vacuum cleaner and vacuum the carpet at the studio. Oh, I can take it out of the house.
Never used it. Break
So,
it, you ain't never used. You don't even know how to turn it on.
Crystal,
Huh?
hope shot and shot it. While you down there with all that cosign.
Hope shot and shout out. So, woo, we've had a good show. We had a wealth of information on this show. What I love best about this show was is a lot of diversity up here, and I love diversity because it's strength in unity and diversity. And I believe that each one of us gave up our own perspective of what
Respectfully. It was beautiful.
of what each topic that Richard showed us. And I just hope that maybe you could take from what Richard said or what Dr. Renee said or what Judge Jones said or what Kempshire said or what I may have said. And maybe you can start to implement that and apply that into if it fits, if that's something that you want to do. You might like pop firecrackers in the middle of the street. I don't know. But if you want to find a new way of doing things and learn a new way of doing things, that's what this platform gives you. And that's what I like the most about it, because I didn't know Beethoven was Black. I get to learn on this platform as well as I do in life. I get to learn on this platform, and that's why I love New Way of Life. And so that's my hope shot, is that you just never stop wanting to pour into yourself and learn, because that's what life is about. And my shout out is going to be to our guest, Kamsha, and her candles. And we just love having Judge Jones back in the house. And to my BFF, Alice Browder, sitting in the house. Those are going to be my shout outs. And y'all stay tuned, because this coming up Saturday is
Oh, yeah.
so you do not want to miss this event. So please come out, and man, it's going to be awesome. Come out and meet somebody, get some numbers, bring your business cards, and come network and mingle with us this Saturday.
Find your village.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do some shout out. Yeah.
What? Man.
Yeah.
That's your hope. Yeah. Man, I want to give a shout out to everybody up here. I love the way we brought the energy, and it was all respectful. Everybody, you can always speak your mind and find your way. Find a new perspective. Change your mindset. Being a change agent is so important, and being a part of the solution. Rich, thank you so much for the opportunity. And man, y'all are great.
We gonna shout out too.
Man, y'all.
Okay.
She already said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Judge.
Listen, I am just feel so blessed to be sitting here, not necessarily with you, but
Okay. All right. You gonna make your life worth it, Judge. You gonna make your life
Judge, everything this week. Thank you, Judge.
Stop, but on a serious note, we can talk, we can agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the hope is, one of the things that I hope for is that we as a people give our dollars some sense. If we're talking about making our community better, we've got to learn how. Most cultures, they spend among themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was a study done that the dollar in the Hispanic community, the Anglo community, turned over about 6 times. In the Black community, the same dollar may turn over 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And what we don't buy things that we need, we buy things that we like.
Yeah.
And I recall Reverend Holmes when he was at St. Luke's.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that what we would do We will spend money we don't have
Mhm,
to buy things we don't need
mhm,
to impress people we don't like.
Mm.
We've got to give out money,
mhm.
our dollars and cents.
Wow,
That's my hope.
that was good.
Wait,
About dollars from
at the
cents.
church say that?
Amen.
Give your dollars some sense.
I like that.
Buy some candles.
Mhm.
Amen. Be a part of the solution.
We love Judge.
Awesome,
And I still got your money.
awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
You want to put me out there like, get that on the low. I think tonight we've touched a variety of things. But one thing I want to circle back on, when we talk about Black excellence is not just a color. Okay, I want people to understand that it's not just a color; it's an identity.
Mhm.
Black excellence is an identity because what I do here, I'm able to do out there.
Mhm.
Black excellence goes with you. That means that when you walk into the rooms, that excellence identifies who you are. It stages the presence for you. See, we label everything, but we don't label it correctly. So if you're going to do anything successful, study to show yourself approved. That's successful. That's successful.
Mhm.
That's being the change that the world needs. Study to show yourself approved. Mean what you say what you mean, and stand on business when you do. My shout out tonight is to each and every one of you here in the studio,
Mhm.
to all of my fellowship families, God bless you. To my organization, Sisterhood of God's Plan, God bless you. And just to everybody watching, listen, the best is yet to come. Stay tuned. When I tell you this is one of the hottest Black-owned television channels that is growing,
Mhm.
glowing, and going places, you don't want to miss what we got coming up next.
That's right.
All right. Man, I want to thank all y'all because we had a great discussion. Judge, as always, Campson, ain't seen you since we was out at the other place.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Ain't my fault. You sitting over there with a partner and the channel man and be there. Ain't my fault. Yeah, that's right.
Get them.
Right. And I think I like what everybody said, my excellence. I think about, y'all remember that old Good Times episode. Michael wanted to go protest or something. He said, yeah, I want to show black pride. James said, you black, just be proud.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of it. And I think a lot of discipline come with, and then when we talked about how we treat ourselves, but how we treat our communities, I think it goes to what we said in the fellowship and the way we said positive concern for other people. If I really have a positive concern for other people, I wouldn't be popping firecrackers in the middle of the street.
Right.
I wouldn't be hanging out in front. I wouldn't have done a lot of stuff that I was doing. But I have to learn. And I think I'm gonna go back to, I think the church house, that building is the place should be learned. I didn't learn in school, right? Where I spent most of my time besides school growing up was church. Was church. I don't know about nobody, but my grandma's house on Sunday wasn't nothing else happening with church. So I'm just grateful. I think there's too much information out there in this day and time for anybody to be lacking. I think, the opportunities and avenues that we have as in people or any people, it's just too much. It's just too much. Even with the social media, even let me find my niche. Let me get on here, man or woman. I don't have to be vulgar. I don't have to take off All my clothes
Right.
are dang
There's
near
a
all
lot
my
of information on the internet.
There's a lot of information just on the internet that I know, and I come out of school 87. You know, I think computer classes were just coming out when I came out of high school. You know, that was a long time ago. And say July 11th, this Saturday, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., New Well Life TV channel, Community Partners Impact event. Do not miss it. Say, we are going to have a great time. We got about, I think, 30 plus vendors going to be there.
Yes.
We got TFW Corvette Club's going to be in the house. We got Judge Jones going to speak. Dr. Ned going to speak. Campsha's going to be there. She's going to speak. I think we're going to get cut. Crystal's going to be, Crystal and Dr. Ned going to be emceeing and host. Bishop Johnson is going to give us our opening prayer. We're just going to have a great time, and we're going to empower and help rebuild and build our community. Oh, yeah, we're going to be at the Hiawatha Williams Recreation Center.
Oh, okay.
Old Cummings Gym, Hiawatha Williams Recreation Center. That name sounds familiar to Williams Chicken. Hiawatha Williams Recreation Center, 2976 Cummings Street, Dallas, Texas. You know, that's out there. If you from the hood, you know where it is. That's better than Sunnyvale, y'all. Know what it is. One of the neighborhoods we coming over there to reclaim our neighborhood. Reclaim my neighborhood. All right, for myself, Crystal Love, Campshire, Sheffield, Judge Thomas G. Jones, Dr. Renee.
What's wrong with you? HR tomorrow. HR.
And Big Rich say, y'all know how I do it. Peace.
Why?
Why?